Alright, what's up, y'all? So, getting my paperwork. They said dock up 52, so 52 is right there, but this Buford is right in the way. Appreciate it there, Buford. Yeah, this guy's right in the way. He literally just needs to go forward about 5 feet. So it's coming in from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and it's being delivered here to Arlington, Texas. Which is like outskirts of Dallas, pretty much. Yeah, Buford right here is right in the way. So the hefty sales on that thing. These bad boys right here. Yeah, so this seal, big old seal, so I gotta use these things to get it off. See if I can do it with these. It's currently like 12 at night, so it's pretty late. Me and dispatch were kind of locked out earlier. This load was supposed to be delivered yesterday at 1 at night, and we thought it was 1 in the afternoon, so I pulled up about 12 hours ago, and they're like, hey, that load was supposed to be here this morning. So they're like, yeah, you gotta wait, we gotta reschedule in tonight. So yeah, this is freaking great. These seals are, oh, get off. Jeez. Yeah, so that's how our day went. Seal was a pain to get off. These things are hard. Yeah, so we had to pretty much cancel our next 2 loads that we already had lined up. We went from Texas to Louisiana, and then a load that was going back up into Chicago. And going into Chicago doesn't really pay that well, but coming out of Chicago pays really, really well. So yeah, we kind of missed out, but we found us a nice little load going up to Oregon. It falls just under $1,000 a day quota, but I mean, still pays pretty good. Not horrible. I can't see nothing out of this mirror right now. Oh yeah, that helped. Wow. Still pretty good. I don't usually like to do long hauls, but I haven't done a long haul in a few months for sure. So, a little something different. Okay, I'm not in the not in the best angle here. Let's get into this dock, but we're gonna make something work. Really bad angle, actually. Really bad angle. I gotta be in that one right there. Actually, might make something work here. Yeah, so anyways, pulled up earlier and they're like, yeah, you gotta come back, we gotta work you in tonight. So kind of screwed us, but it is what it is. Freight happens. Freight happens, you know. Freight happens. What this guy's doing. He's backing into. Okay, so I'm gonna get about right there. Now I'm gonna be able to shoot straight. Kind of line myself up. Probably looked at that Raycon about, I don't know, half a dozen times probably. I'm sure my dispatcher looked at it probably half a dozen times. And we didn't snap. It said 0, 100 hours and not 1 in the afternoon. So a little locked out for that, but is what it is. what it is. It happens. I was telling him, I was like, it could be a sign. It could be a sign that happened, you know. You never know. Stuff happens for a reason. And yeah, I'm pretty lined up right there. They didn't say nothing about sliding tandems or anything, so I'm just gonna leave it right there. And we got a pretty hefty lumper fee on this load, which after I get unloaded and stuff, I'll explain what a lumper fee exactly is for those who don't know. Let me get backed up in here real quick. Do what I gotta do. Let's see if I'm too close there. Looking good. Pretty rare you guys catch me in shorts and tennis shoes, but man, I was ready to get cozy, ready for bed. Yeah, I pulled up early and they're like, yeah, I mean, we can't really take you right now. Our warehouse won't be able to fit your freight. I'm like, what do you mean my warehouse won't be able to fit my freight? Like, does that make any sense to y'all? But it is what it is. It is what it is. It was a pretty good rainstorm earlier too. Flash flood warning, rained good for about an hour, maybe two, off and on, crazy thunder. I gotta put this stuff away, man. Too much stuff back here, too much stuff. I don't know what this junk is, but I just slipped kind of dirty on it. I kind of had the stuff packed in here like sardines. Yeah. The blower, most important. We found this other load earlier. It was going up to Oregon too. It was only like, I don't know, 12,000 pounds or something. But they were like, oh, we don't want wood floors. We don't want no railings. These things right here. We don't want none of that in there. It's like, they were like certain type of roof. Like it was like so specific about everything. I'm like, what are the chances you're gonna find somebody with those exact requirements? Pretty insane. I don't know if I should take off the strap. Paying $211 lumper fee. I should make these guys take it off, but I'm gonna take it off anyways. Okay. So pretty much what a lumper fee is these guys have a company in this warehouse that's separate from their logistics. So they hire up another crew to unload these trucks. And so pretty much what a lumper fee is I'm paying the crew that's working to unload this. And apparently that costs $211. But anyways, the lumper fee, I gotta pay it as a driver, as an owner operator. I gotta pay for it. But once the load is delivered and everything, it gets reimbursed back to me on my Raycon as soon as I get paid. So it comes out of my pocket at first, but then it gets reimbursed to me as soon as I get paid from the broker. So technically the broker pays it, but I have to pay it first, if that makes any sense. Oh man. Oh, bumped that thing a little hard. Come on, get in there. Yeah, so we pay the lumper guys to unload the truck, and the broker reimburses us from the money that is invoiced from the shipper, who then pays the lumper guys, if that makes any sense, you guys. It's kind of a lot to take in, but that's how it works. So it's like, it's just, it like goes down the chain. It goes from the carrier to the broker to the shipper to the lumper guys. It's like a big old long thing. That's pretty much what a lumper fee is. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Kind of a scam. Kind of a scam. Yeah, so I'll tell you guys a little story. So first time we ever paid a lumper fee. Me and my buddy, my business partner, my dispatch, we had no idea what a lumper fee was. So we pull up to this Dollar General in DC, which is a distribution center. So we get up and they're like, yeah, you got to pay this $200 and some fee, and we're like, what, $200 and some? Like, I ain't gonna pay that. Like, what? You know, that comes out of our rate. You know, it dropped our rate like crazy. And at that time, we had no idea what the load was only paying like $800. Like, it was a pretty short run. It like pretty much got me back to like halfway to Dallas. So we're like, yeah, like, we ain't paying that crap. Like, that's half of the load right there you guys just took from us. And come to find out what exactly a lumper fee was. And finally we did some research, and we pretty much found out what a lumper fee was the hard way. And we were kind of like in disbelief that, you know, this is a real thing, you know? Like, we looked up the company that does the lumper fees, and they're like $1 billion company off of just leeching off of these warehouse guys. Like, it is crazy. Oh, I just got soaked being out there. You guys can see. Guess I should put a jacket on, but it is what it is. We're looking at a yard dog. Yeah, it's been flashlighting all day. Been kind of nice though. Other than, you know, Dallas, it gets so humid out here. It was 80 degrees and super humid, but it was cloudy, so I guess it wasn't too bad. Yeah, it's coming down now. Yeah, so basically I'm waiting for a text on my phone right now, because I gave them my number, and they pretty much just send you a link. You gotta pay this lumper fee before you're able to get your bill, your BOL. And so you gotta pay this once they unload you. You pay the man, and then you're able to leave. If not, like, we stood there at that Dollar General DC for, I don't know, probably like an hour extra, because we like didn't want to pay it. Yeah, I don't know. You learn a lot of stuff as you go, and that is one thing we had no idea existed. Well, it's just another shady thing in the trucking industry. It's kind of insane.